Okay, Canelo Alvarez versus Callum Smith. Callum Smith has agreed, ladies and gentlemen. Well, in principle, he's agreed to a December date with Canelo. So he's, in my mind, in the journalists' minds, this is a super fight. The media have to drum it up, of course, that this is a super fight, and that Callum Smith has agreed to face Canelo Alvarez. Well, it doesn't work like that. Canelo Alvarez is the superstar. He's the legitimate pound for pound. He's the guy that's taken the chances for the most part and has got uh, the the credit to go with it. I've talked about this fight before, so this will be a very short video. What Callum Smith has agreed to, if Joe Gallagher hasn't already told him, is that he has agreed, not in principle, but in fact, in hard fact, that his ribs are going to either get broken or badly damaged against Canelo. This fight has only one winner. This is no super fight. This could be one of Canelo's easiest fights of his career for a number of reasons. Now, I state I like Callum Smith. I like him. You always hear me in like when I'm doing videos about Callum Smith. I want to do like when I do commentary. Callum Smith. I like the Callum Smith walk. I think Callum Smith could have been promoted so much better. I think Callum Smith is a good boxer, but he's limited. We have a problem when we look at some fighters that because we like them, sometimes people overlook people's limitations. And Callum Smith is one of the most limited fighters in world boxing today. Why do I say this? Because let's be honest, John Ryder beat Callum Smith. And when everyone was saying, "Oh, Callum Smith's going to knock John Ryder out," I said it's not going to happen. Ryder will beat Smith because Smith, when you put Smith against the ropes, he just calls himself into a shell and just waits for you to stop an onslaught. And you saw John Ryder put it on him bad. And that's John Ryder. Then he fought the kickboxer in the super what was it, the Ali trophy. Before he fought in the Ali trophy, and you fought in the Ali trophy, he fought a kickboxer who was backing him up and making it hard night's work for Callum Smith. Callum Smith's a guy that needs room and he needs time to land the jab and dig his right hand to the body, to the head. If Canelo's stupid enough to give him that sort of space and time, okay. And Canelo's got a hard night's work for him. But I don't see that happening. What I do see happening is Callum Smith started off nicely and Canelo behind high held guard, waiting. Then slips the jab inside, and Christmas, although Christmas is December 25th, on the night they meet, Christmas is coming early for Mr. Canelo, because as soon as the hand raises for the jab, Canelo's going to slip inside, and then we're going to get body shots from hell. Body shots from hell. So if you read the newspaper the next morning, you'll probably see Callum Smith crumpled over and Canelo with his hands raised. That is the scenario we are preparing ourselves for. Not anyone fool you into thinking this is a super fight. I don't know how Callum Smith's be able to hold onto that belt for so long. I'm not defending it. I don't know how he's able to do it. The amount of fights he should have taken. Benavidez, the WBO champion, middleweight champion was there at the time. He never wanted to fight him. So he moved up to light heavyweight. I ain't seen him fight since. There was I think there was a James DeGale fight that was offered to him. He didn't want any part of James DeGale. There was a Durrell fight. He didn't want any fight. He didn't want anything to do with Durrell. He didn't want any smoke from any of them top guys. None of the top guys that Smith wanted to fight with. None of them. And so now we have this fight against Canelo. To me, it's the biggest fight with the biggest name and the biggest amount of money to get an absolute shellacking. Don't let Sky fool you into thinking it's a 50-50 fight. It's not a 50-50 fight. If John Ryder can get inside on Callum Smith and cause him hell, if the kickboxer can get inside and cause him hell, I can assure you that Canelo's going to go in there and be absolutely savage. It could be a one-shot body shot knocking him over. He's going to do what he did to his brother, but his brother's a bit more mobile. He's straight up and down, no, nothing special, right? Callum Smith, and he's going to get beat up in there real bad. Someone needs to tell Callum Smith what he's getting himself involved with, because technically he's not going to keep it long for 12 rounds. If he was going to keep it long for 12 rounds, surely he would have kept John Ryder out for 12 rounds and the kickboxer. Okay, so there's some real problems here. Real problems for Callum Smith. So he's agreed effectively to hand over the belts in December. It's not what British fight fans want to hear. They want to, oh yeah, Callum stands a chance. No, doesn't stand a chance. This is for sure. This is a technical thing. It's not a personal thing. It's a technical thing. His trainer's not taught him how to fight off the ropes. So he's a sitting duck for the elite super middleweights in the world. And the other thing is, he's tight at the weight. When you're tight at the weight, you are even more sitting duck. And if he was tight at the weight a year ago and tight at the weight a year before that, then you're one of the first areas you're vulnerable to is to the body. So I like Callum Smith, but he's agreed to effectively give up the belt. And after Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, if he doesn't retire, is next on that list of belt collections. So this is the first member of the Sheik family that are being brought into slaughter to Canelo. So I don't see fight going any other way unless you can tell me some other way that Callum Smith is going to be able to win this fight. Right, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Take care.